No one's watching right now, but in case someone watches this later, it's not fishing related. I'm just cooking. Thought I'd do a cooking stream. I don't know if anybody's interested in it, but cooking steak. I don't eat a lot of steak, but I was just craving one for some reason today. It's very impromptu. I didn't do an announcement or anything, so. Hey, how's it going? Just doing a cooking stream. Nothing special. Fish have not been biting, and I wanted to try to make something a little different tonight, so I figured I'd just stream it. It's hard to find the motivation to go fishing when nothing's biting at all. The weather's been so up and down here that I'm literally not getting anything biting. I am not going to claim I'm super good at this, but trying to do something here. I don't eat a whole lot of steak, but for some reason today I was really craving one. This into a container here. Dump it all on at once. I'm going to try to do some sauteed onions with it, because I like sauteed onions. Yeah, if fish don't bite, no channel. You got that right. It's been so rough lately, and I fished so much this year that just sitting out and not catching anything is tough. I mean, it's very, very dead right now. We went yesterday and we sat out for like 45 minutes to an hour. I mean, we didn't even get I think we got one bite. It was bad. So, before I keep doing this, I think I'm going to go ahead and pull the steak out and start marinating it just a little bit. Should have got myself a little bowl for garbage, but I didn't think about that. I don't even know if this is like a good cut of steak or anything. We're going to find out. I do know I need to wash my hands because I just touched raw meat. Still here, just gotta wash my hands. Don't want any cross-contamination. I'm just glad the onion didn't make me cry today. I think it was a New York strip. To be honest with you, I didn't I didn't even look. Mr. Jim, how are you, sir? Haven't been since Honey Island? I've been a few times since then, but not had a whole lot of luck. So I think this is New York strip. I don't remember. I should have looked at it. I'm going to just do a little bit of soy sauce. It's very thick. That's going to be interesting. And guys, I'm a big garlic person, so I'm going to use a good bit of garlic here. So don't judge me too hard. But I like my garlic. Leave this out. You're still going to need that probably. Spread that around a little bit. All right. Now, onion powder. Chives. Onion powder and chives. That should do it. Oh yeah, working on the chicken coop, huh? Is that chives? Oh, that's basil. Just use a little bit of that since I already did it. I've wanted to try chickens for a while and just never done it. All right, y'all gonna think I'm really crazy. We're gonna try something here. I think this apple is gonna be the key to the recipe, but we're gonna find out together. So you guys tell me, how is a steak supposed to be cooked? Medium, well, rare, still mooing. Y'all tell me, what should it be? I know what I like. If y'all stick around, you might get to see me cut a finger off too, so. Yes, E.T. Cooking. Oh, those are just about done. We'll give them another minute. Cooking taquitos for the little one while I'm making some steak for myself. Don't think he's gonna want steak, but I sure will. Before y'all count me out, just stick around and see what I do with this apple, because I think it's gonna be good. Got an idea in my head. It may not work at all, but we're gonna give it a try. Medium well, huh? I used to be a medium well person, and I didn't like steak a whole lot. Like, I didn't not like it, but it wasn't something I would go out of my way looking for. And then I was like, I'm gonna try to make some homemade burgers, and because I always love burgers, and I accidentally undercooked it, and I was like, spent all this time making it, we're still gonna eat it. And that's when I realized that I may be a rare steak type of person, because, whew, that was good. And so I tried it rare the next time, and I liked it a lot more. I did not research how to cook a steak in the skillet before this video, so we'll see how it goes. I think I have an idea how to do it, but it could go really, really badly. Also thinking I probably should have skinned this apple, but is it called skinned when you're talking about an apple or fruit? Is it skinned or peeled? What would be the correct terminology there? I guess peeled makes more sense. Imagine everybody started talking like that with animals. I peeled the deer. Alright. That's diced up pretty good. Out of the way. Before we do anything else, we're going to pull these out so they can start cooling off. Alright, that's for Ethan, like I said. Alright. A little bit more soy sauce right on top of all that. Oh yeah. I put a lot of garlic on there, guys. If you can get a flat iron cut. Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up. I've never seen that. I don't know anything about steak. It's pretty sad. Turn it to about medium. Sounds right to me. Kind of going for a little bit of a stir fry kind of. Save this knife for the next piece of butter. That was a dumb way to do that, but okay. Get a bowl here. That should work. When our onions are done, where did my spoons go? I've been trying to learn how to cook in the cast iron. really like the cast iron, but it's all new trying to figure out how to cook in one. It's not something I've done before. Probably just did way too much butter, if we're being completely honest. In fact, I'll probably pull the rest of this out here in a second. Maybe I'll dump it in with the steak and let it kind of melt over the steak. I think that's what we're going to do. Put it on top of the steak. Alright, now I'll dump in our onions. These might take a minute, but how's it going? Thanks for joining the live. We're just cooking some steaks today because the fish aren't biting, and for some reason I wanted a steak, even though I don't eat steaks. We used to get it at Longhorns. They stopped selling it during COVID. Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to look that one up. All right, Outdoors. We're doing steak. I don't know anything about steak. This may end up terrible because I don't know anything about steak. I don't usually eat steak, but I had a craving, so we're gonna give it a try. I'm doing it in the skillet, the cast iron skillet. I've got some onions in here right now that are I'm gonna get them sauteed up, and then our steak right here, marinating in some soy sauce and probably way too much garlic, some chives. The idea is I'm going to cook these onions up, and then when we're done, we'll take the onions out, put the steak inside the same pan. Hopefully some of the flavors seep in. And then, once we do that, we'll put the onions back on at the end. I'm going to try to plate this. I want it to look like Gordon Ramsay plated this. I don't think it's going to look that good, but we're going to try. I'm trying to learn how to use this thing really well because I want to use it while camping. I actually did use this in one of my last videos to cook fish on the pier. Let me adjust this just a hair. There we go. I used this to cook fish on the pier, and that turned out pretty good. But I definitely consider myself still like a novice learning how to use this thing. All right, so I don't want to go too early here, but I think we're ready for some more garlic. Hopefully you guys aren't too judgmental because I'm using a lot of garlic. I like garlic. These shouldn't take too long. It smells really good. Not gonna lie. But my idea here is I'm gonna learn how to do this really good, and then I've got some trips I want to do that are way off grid. I'm talking like I won't even be able to do the hike to the fishing spot in one day. And ideally, I would be able to cook some stuff like this, although these cast iron skillets are really heavy to hike with. I want to learn how to use them and see if that's the right option there. I'm going to let this sit for just a second. I'm going to cut up his food. Alright, his got just a couple more minutes of cooling off and then it'll be good. Mr. Jim, it did turn out pretty good for not being seasoned. You know, it's kind of a shame that I forgot to bring any garlic salt or anything on that trip. It turned out pretty good though. Redfish is definitely high on the list for me of fish to try again. I enjoyed it. Another one that's funny, I've said this to a few people and everybody thinks I'm crazy, but those oyster toadfish, those things taste good. And one I ate this year was really good. Definitely something I would eat again. These are cooking down nicely. Just want to get them slightly browned before I give up on them. Get that caramelized color. One thing I did notice cooking fish in this thing is it sticks a little bit. So I got to figure that part out. I'm hoping that's not too much of an issue with this. It may be that I don't have it seasoned enough. I don't know. I just started using this literally in the last, like, I don't know, maybe 2 months. So I'm still learning. All right, so I asked earlier. I got one person answered. What is the best way to cook steak? Rare, medium, well done. You guys let me know what you think. Personally, I want it to be mooing just a little bit. I don't want it to be very cooked. I think it's gonna turn out good. I've not eaten very much at all. Mr. Jim, you mean right now or when I did the fish? Not enough oil. Possible when I did the fish I didn't use enough because I didn't use very much. Probably underestimated how much I needed. I really want to try a bison steak, but I have not been able to find any in the store. I found ground bison, and I love using ground bison to cook like burgers and stuff, but I have not found it in the store in like steak form. So, oh yeah, the fish. Yeah, I think I probably could have used some more oil. Next time. These are getting close. Looking really good. Try not to let it burn. There's just something fun about cooking in a cast iron skillet. I don't know. It's just different. Hits a little different. I'd love to cook with the wild onions that you get in like the certain times of year. That would be good. I used to love eating those as a kid. I'd love to cook with some. It's starting to look and smell really good. Let's do just a little bit of chives. I should do some pepper. I didn't even think about that. Just a little bit of pepper. Perfect. That's starting to get a little warm, so. Mozzarella and mushrooms, ooh, medium. Medium's not bad. I used to do like a medium well, and never understood why everybody thought steak was so great, and I was like, nah, I don't really like it. I mean, I would eat it, but it wasn't my favorite. And then I decided to try it rare one day, and I was like, I've been missing out. Mozzarella and mushrooms. Dude, that would be awesome. I'd like to try that. Where did my hot pad go? Did I put it back in here? I did. Handle's starting to get warm. It's not quite bad yet. Alright. Now, depending on how you guys feel about crazy experimenting with food, you might want to close your eyes because the apples are going in. There is a method to the madness before you guys lose it on me, okay? There's a method to the madness. Man, this is looking good. This is a green apple that we picked out in the mountains this year. We went apple picking. Really fun. apples were great. I've been eating them for like 2 weeks. We got a lot of them. Alright, so we're almost at the point to pull this off. Oh, I forgot something. Gotta have some liquid smoke. Put some of that on the steak too. That stuff smells so good. Oh yeah. Yes, E.T. Your taquitos are almost ready. They're cooling off. Alright, here's what we're going to do now. Listen to that sizzle. Smells and looks delicious. Alright, we're going to put all of this into here. Alright. Get it off the heat for just a second. Put a little bit of oil in there so it doesn't stick too bad and the oil can start warming up. Use a good bit of oil there. 1 second, I gotta get his taquitos on a plate. Hi, buddy, come get your taquitos. Come get them, they're ready. Well, come get them, then you can go sit down in your blanket again.
I'm cold. Daddy! Daddy, come here, Daddy.
Here.
Daddy, I think it's a burger. It's a burger.
Here you go. Right here.
Daddy, I'm cold.
I'll get your blanket. I'm coming, guys. Here. Alright, get your food up. There you go. May or may not have fell. Totally justifiable to speculate. Alright. That's warming up quick. Butter. Put it in there. Melt it in. Probably went a little heavy on the oil, but that's okay. This 6, what were we doing? Yeah, well, unfortunately, the fishing has been really bad. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's enough. I don't know what I'm doing, apparently. Wash my hands to avoid the cross-contamination. I don't know if what I'm doing is right. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. It's getting really hot. Yeah, I definitely fell. Might have broke a couple toes. This thing is so thick, I don't know how to do this. Put a little more oil. I don't know, we don't need more oil. It's just starting to brown a little bit more than I was hoping it would. Oh my gosh, guys, it looks so good. Alright, we're going to flip it. Look at that. Oh, okay. Alright, so we're going to pour this over it. Turn it down just a little bit more. As that cooks, what should happen theoretically is it should get nice and sticky. Yeah, everyone's on the hunting channels. I'm too afraid to do a hunting channel. One, I suck at hunting. And two, I know it's not YouTube's favorite content. Some of this is burning a little bit, but that's okay. Looking really good. Smelling. Smelling really good. A little bit more liquid smoke. I love this stuff. Let it sit and get kind of scored on the bottom a little bit here. And then what I think I'm going to do, this may be a big mistake, but I think I'm going to add all of that back in here for the last couple minutes and let it kind of simmer together and let all the flavors get in there. Let's put this in again. Actually, I think it can go just a teeny bit longer. Maybe turn up the heat just a little. Didn't get quite the score that I wanted to have down there. Probably score better if I leave it sitting for a second. Stop touching it every 2 seconds. Oh yeah, that's delicious. All right. Let's see if this is a mistake. That looks so good. See if I can show you guys without it fogging the camera. You can't even see the steak. It's covering so much of the other stuff. That's okay, because when we pour all this out, it's going to be good. Got a good feeling about it. All that topping up on the steak, let this flavor seep in real good. I just got a smoker. A friend gave me his old smoker. He's not using it anymore. So we got some smoking, not smoking, but smoking content coming soon. As soon as I figure out how to use that thing. Alright. Let's get a plate. This is looking good. Tell me that doesn't look good, guys. Almost touch it. Very handy. Look at that. That looks good. That looks really good. It smells really good too. Let me get a fork. Let's get into it. Now's the moment of truth. Is it raw? That's the question. Did I cook it enough? It is. It's warm in the center, so it's not raw. It's pretty rare. We maybe could have used a little bit lower heat. So I get this over there. Not making a mess. What you guys think? I mean, it is a little bit rare, but it looks really good. We're gonna give it a try. Man, that looks good. Smells good. Wow. Guys, that is really good. That turned out amazing. Oh, man. Some of the topping in there. Squeeze a little bit. Guys, that's really, really good. Get a close-up look at that. Tell me that does not look delicious. Flavor's really good. Not overdone. Honestly, probably could have done it a little bit more, but I do like it pretty rare. The apple adds just a little bit of sweetness without being overpowering. And the obviously the onions and garlic and all is a good mix. And the soy sauce adds a little bit of salt, so I didn't salt it. Yeah, got to be a little more done for you. Yeah. I know it's not how everybody would want it done. I feel a lot better. I ate some of this off my hands. Well, that turned out really good. I don't know if you guys like this kind of stuff. If you do, let me know. We can do more of it. One thing I want to start doing is learning to cook a little better. I can cook, but I want to learn how to really cook. So if you guys enjoy this, let me know in the comments. If you watched it as a re-recording and you enjoyed it, still let me know in the comments. I'll look at that stuff. And if you guys like it, I'll do more of this. It was really fun. That turned out really good. I'm going to eat some more of it, and then I'm going to pack up the rest for my lunch tomorrow. But thank you guys for joining me while I cooked. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And, God bless, guys. Keep on fishing. I know it's tough right now. Nothing's biting, but keep on trying. I'll be trying. I just wasn't trying tonight. And hopefully we'll get some more stuff up soon. And hopefully we can do some more cooking like this because this was fun. Thanks, guys. God bless. It would help if I knew how to end the live.